to order. If you're able, will you please stand as we take a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We have no patron comments tonight, so we'll move on to agenda item 4, consideration of routine business. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. The routine business this evening includes approving the minutes of the school board meeting held on June 22nd, 2026, and approving the claims and signing the docket. I recommend the board approve the routine items as presented.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Mrs. Wilhelmus, seconded by Mr. Franz. Is there any discussion? Mr. Agnew, will you call the roll?
I will. Mr. Baker.
Aye.
Ms. Glover.
Aye.
Mr. Franz.
Aye.
Mr. Skinner.
Aye.
Ms. Wilhelmus.
Aye.
I vote aye.
Motion carried. Agenda item 6.1. Will be consideration of items for board action. First, approve recommendation from Transportation Department wage and benefit adjustments. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. Mr. Todd Armstrong has brought to the board wage and benefit adjustments for the Transportation Department for consideration and approval. I recommend the board approve the wage and benefit adjustments as presented.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Franz, seconded by Mr. Eidner. Do we have any discussion?
The only question I had was the January 1 start date for the clinic. Is that just due to when health insurance stuff rolls over, or what was the reason for that date?
That's correct, Andrew.
Okay.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, yes, roll call.
Got me.
Okay. Mr. Baker.
Aye.
Ms. Glover.
Aye.
Mr. Franz.
Aye.
Mr. Skinner.
Aye.
Ms. Wilhelmus.
Aye.
I vote aye.
Motion carried. Next agenda item, 6.2, consider approval of removal of policy 2435 relating to the teacher appreciation grant.
Thank you. Dr. Walter Lambert has brought to the board a recommendation from the Policy Committee to remove Policy 2435, Teacher Appreciation Grant, from the corporation's policy manual for consideration and approval. Due to changes in state law regarding the Teacher Appreciation Grant, the school corporations are no longer required to maintain a policy governing this process. After reviewing the legislative changes, the committee determined that Policy 2435 is no longer necessary and recommends its removal from the current policy manual. I recommend the board approve the request as submitted.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Baker, seconded by Mrs. Wilhelmus. Do we have any discussion?
I would like to state that it really is no longer applicable. This policy is not, because due to the legislative changes, really we are dictated as to how we use a teacher appreciation grant. So the policy was just no longer valid.
Yes,
And that was the impetus for removing this policy.
yes, yes, that's correct. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Agnew, will you call the roll?
Mr. Baker.
Aye.
Ms. Glover.
Aye.
Mr. Franz.
Aye.
Mr. Skinner.
Aye.
Ms. Wilhelmus.
Aye.
I vote aye.
Motion carried. Agenda item 6.3, consider approval of an EdFlex waiver 4. Dr. Redmond.
Okay, I'm going to read this kind of lengthy description, and then I'm going to explain what it means. Okay, before you go.
Good.
Okay. The Indiana Department of Education's Office of Title Grants and Support has made changes to the EdFlex waiver applications and requirements. EdFlex is a program through the U.S. Department of Education that grants state educational agencies the authority to waive statutory or regulatory education requirements that may impede local efforts to reform and improve educational achievement. A description of Ward County School Corporation's application for the proposed waiver authority can be found on our website. Federal law requires that each school corporation provide the public with adequate and efficient notice of the proposed waiver and allow for public comment. Okay, so just for clarity for the board and anyone watching, typically for Title IV, if a school corporation is allotted $30,000 or more, we are required to use it in 3 specific areas. 20% of the money has to be used toward well-rounded education, 20% for safe and healthy schools, and then the third category for technology, just some dollars have to be used in that. The EdFlex waiver allows local districts to funnel the money into the category that is best used for the respective school corporations. So at this time, Mr. Fisher is asking for the board to consider the waiver, which would allow us to put all of our money into the category for health and safety, healthy and safe schools, which is focus area B. Okay, so accordingly, if anyone would like to comment on this matter, we have no one in the room tonight, but we are supposed to ask for public comment. Please come forward now. Seeing none, I would recommend the board approve the EdFlex waiver 4 application to allocate all funding provided by Title IV-A into focus area B as presented.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Baker, seconded by Mr. Franz. Is there any discussion?
I recall doing this once or twice before,
Yes.
right? It was like, don't put us in a box. We have some serious needs over here that aren't just fancy, we want to look good or whatever. It's for educating kids, and we're held by these standards, and we submit this.
Yes, we
Correct?
actually-
We've done this several times.
We're required to, if we want to use the waiver, we're required to bring it to the board every year.
Yeah,
Okay, otherwise, we would fall into the rules of the 2020, what we call 2020 and some,
yeah,
right? But we have identified the need of our behavior specialists, our CBAs, so all of our dollars are going towards staffing to help on the behavior
Yeah.
staff.
great.
Very good.
Roll call.
Yes.
Mr. Baker.
Aye.
Ms. Glover.
Aye.
Mr. Franz.
Aye.
Mr. Skinner.
Aye.
Ms. Wilhelmus.
Aye.
I vote aye.
Motion carried. Agenda item 6.4, consider approval of academic partner agreement. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. Mr. Drew Girth has brought to the board an academic partner agreement between the National Academy of Sports Medicine, LLC, and the Board of School Trustees of the Warwick County School Corporation for consideration and approval. This agreement outlines the terms and conditions set forth to promote and implement the licensed NASM programs as part of the partner institution's course offerings at Warwick Pathways and Career Center. This agreement has been reviewed by our school attorney, Mr. Cliff Whitehead. I recommend that the board approve the agreement as presented.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Mrs. Wilhelmus, seconded by Mr. Baker. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Baker.
Aye.
Ms. Glover.
Aye.
Mr. Franz.
Aye.
Mr. Skinner.
Aye.
Ms. Wilhelmus.
Aye.
I vote aye.
Motion carried. Agenda item 6.5, consider approval of affiliation agreement with Liberty University. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you. Dr. tongue-tied there for a minute, Dr. Gresham. Dr. Doug Gresham has brought to the board an affiliation agreement concerning placement of Liberty University College of Education students for consideration and approval. This agreement outlines the responsibilities of the educational experience of student teachers and practicum students under the direction and control of the Warwick County School Corporation. This agreement has been reviewed by the school attorney, Mr. Cliff Whitehead. I recommend the board approve the agreement as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Franz, seconded by Mr. Eigner. Is there any discussion?
Liberty University, is that, I read through the information, I believe that's in Virginia, is that correct?
That is correct.
Mr. Eigner, will you call the roll?
Sure. Mr. Baker.
Aye.
Ms. Glover.
Aye.
Mr. Franz.
Aye.
Mr. Skinner.
Aye.
Ms. Wilhelmus.
Aye.
I vote aye.
Motion carried. I have to confess, every time I hear Liberty, I got that little jingle playing in my head.
They succeeded then.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
You know?
Yes.
Their
Very
marketing team
effective.
did well.
Yeah.
Next item, 6.6, consider approval of a memorandum of understanding with Youth First, Inc. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you. Dr. Abby Redmond has presented to the board for consideration and approval a memorandum of understanding between Youth First LLC and the Warwick County School Corporation. The agreement continues the partnership to provide prevention programs and support services for students and families within our school corporation under the terms outlined in the MOU. I recommend the board approve the MOU as presented.
I make a motion that we approve the Youth First MOU.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Wilhelmus, seconded by Mr. France. Is there any discussion?
You know, I just want to say that we have a wonderful partnership with Youth First, and I'm very thankful for the people they provide to help our students and families.
Yes, we do.
Agreed.
And may I presume that Mr. Whitehead reviewed the memorandum?
Yes.
Any other discussion? Call the roll, please.
Mr. Baker,
Aye.
Ms. Glover,
Aye.
Mr. Franz,
Aye.
Mr. Skinner,
Aye.
Ms. Wilhelmus,
Aye.
I vote aye.
Motion carried. Next agenda item, 6.7, consider approval memorandum of agreement with LifeWise, Inc. Dr. Redmond.
Can you tell we're about to start a new school year with all the MOUs and
Oh, yeah.
agreements and all of the things? Dr. Abby Redmond has presented to the board for consideration and approval a memorandum of agreement between LifeWise Incorporated and the Board of Trustees of the Warwick County School Corporation. The agreement addresses release time for religious instruction programs at one or more schools in the district. And just a note here, Cliff and his team did review the agreement. Last year, Newburgh Elementary was our only school, so the MOU at that time addressed having the program specifically at that school.
Oh.
It's been written in a way now that it can be open to any of our schools, and they do have the plan to attempt to get it going at Sharon Elementary. So
I think I remember that. Yeah,
yes,
that's
so
pretty quick turnaround here
it
today.
is.
Yeah.
It is. It was successful by their standards. It was successful at Newburgh last
Newburgh.
year, so they want to try to expand to Sharon. So rather than having multiple agreements for every individual school, appreciate that Cliff's team worked on this for us and got it all
Excellent.
set for the district. So with that said, I recommend the board approve the MOA as presented.
Discussion?
I had one question on it. I see it's got, insurance, requirements, of course, but I didn't see any indemnification language in there, unless maybe I missed it, but is that something that, should be added to that?
I know there's a lot of back and forth on this one. So that's a business decision, so happy to push back if you want me to.
My only thought on it is they're walking kids across the street and heaven forbid something happened. But if it does, insurance is great, but the indemnification is also, of course, what we want.
But are the parents signing to allow the
Yes.
release?
I think the parents
Yes, they are
are,
required to.
yes, which
So cannot cannot a hold harmless be included in that?
it absolutely can be, yes.
I mean, I think that would be appropriate because we're turning over custody to another organization. And I think that we should not be, there's no reason to put us in a position, if the parents want their kids to go there, they should accept that that organization will be responsible for the kids while they're there.
I'll make the motion to approve the MOA, subject to the council.
I have a question.
Oh, sorry.
Has the law changed on indemnity? I know this is a memorandum agreement, and it's not as strong as a contract. But has the law changed on indemnity clauses?
It does, but that's only where a school or a school corporation can indemnify somebody else, not where a third party indemnifies the school corporation.
Okay.
So,
I'll make the motion that we approve the MOA, subject to council adding indemnification clause.
Any further discussion? We call the roll, please.
Yep. Mr. Baker,
Aye.
Ms. Glover,
Aye.
Mr. Franz,
Aye.
Mr. Skinner,
Aye.
Ms. Wilhelmus,
Aye.
I vote aye.
Motion carried. Agenda item 6.8, consider approval of donations. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. Tecumseh High School has two donations this evening, $11,800 donation from L&B Community Bank and a $10,000 donation from the Tecumseh Archery Team to be used for a new digital sign for Tecumseh High School. I recommend the board approve the donations as submitted.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Motion by Mr. Friend, seconded by Mr. Baker. Is there any discussion?
Another thank you.
Yes,
Yes.
big thank you, yes.
Mr. Eigner, call the roll, please.
Mr. Baker,
Aye.
Ms. Glover,
Aye.
Mr. Franz,
Aye.
Mr. Skinner,
Aye.
Ms. Wilhelmus.
Aye.
I vote aye.
Motion carried. Excuse me, agenda item 7, consideration of personnel recommendations. Dr. Gresham.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. The Human Resource Office has the following business to bring before the board tonight. Agenda item 7.1, consideration of employment, certified staff. Mallory Smith, special education teacher at Elberfeld Elementary School. Kelly Weber, fifth grade teacher at Sharon Elementary School. Jamie Keller, special education teacher at Newburgh Elementary School. And the following non-certified staff: Tricia Arn, multi-responsibility position. Paola Klim, program assistant at Oakdale Elementary School, and Amy Everard, pre-K program assistant at Oakdale Elementary School. Alyssa Badger, program assistant at Castle High School. Caden McKinney, program assistant at Sharon Elementary School. Kimberly Fritchley, Brianna Underwood, and Jenna Imany, program assistants at Yankeetown Elementary School. Bryce Bolin, Class B kitchen maintenance. Ashley Hudson, full-time custodian at Linville Elementary School. Christopher McCormick, full-time custodian at John H. Castle Elementary School. And Rachel Perry, bookstore clerk at Castle High School.
Motion to approve certified and non-certified staff as presented.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Eigner, seconded by Mr. Skinner. Is there any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Mr. Baker,
Aye.
Ms. Glover,
Aye.
Mr. Franz,
Aye.
Mr. Skinner,
Aye.
Ms. Wilhelmus.
Aye.
I vote aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you very much. Agenda item 7.2, approve ECA positions. In your board packet is a list of the 2026-2027 ECA positions. I recommend the board approve the ECA positions and replacements to the same as presented.
So moved.
Second?
We have a motion by Mrs. Wilhelmus, seconded by Mr. Baker. Is there any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Mr. Baker,
Aye.
Ms. Glover,
Aye.
Mr. Franz,
Aye.
Mr. Skinner,
Aye.
Ms. Wilhelmus.
Aye.
I vote aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Agenda item 7.3, leaves. Kendall Minke, a program assistant at Castle High School. Danny Forston, Class C maintenance. Stephen Michaels, full-time custodian at Oakdale Elementary School. Daniel Gorley, first grade teacher at Logue Elementary School. And Sydney Thomas, job share Title I teacher at Sharon Elementary School.
Motion to approve leaves.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Eigner, seconded by Mrs. Wilhelmus. Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Mr. Baker,
Aye.
Ms. Glover,
Aye.
Mr. Franz,
Aye.
Mr. Skinner,
Aye.
Ms. Wilhelmus.
Aye.
I vote aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Agenda item 7.4, report of transfers. Lucy Nellis, special education teacher at Newburgh Elementary School to special education teacher at Chandler Elementary School. 7.5, resignations. Martha Kleck, 3.0 hour cafeteria position at Tecumseh High School, resignation effective May 20, 2026. Lauren Johnson, fourth grade teacher at Sharon Elementary School, resignation effective May 21, 2026. Whitney Woolsey, program assistant at Yankeetown Elementary School, resignation effective July 6, 2026. Hillary Lair, secretary treasurer at Castle South Middle School, resignation effective July 7, 2026. Kayla Avery, science teacher at Boonville High School, resignation effective May 21, 2026. Annalisa Lewis-Jones, 3.25 hour cafeteria position at John H. Castle Elementary School, resignation effective May 20, 2026. Katie Gentry, program assistant at WEC, resignation effective May 21, 2026. Jamie Rorscheib, secretary treasurer at Oakdale Elementary School, resignation effective July 9, 2026. Angela Woolsey, program assistant at Castle High School, resignation effective May 21, 2026. Ashley Gentry, multi-responsibility position, resignation effective May 21, 2026. And 7.6 retirements. Gary Johnson, manager of custodians, retirement effective October 30, 2026.
Do I have any job fairs soon?
Job fairs?
Hiring,
We're trying to wrap up hiring. we're getting real close to starting the school year fully staffed.
Wow, great.
Except for some surprises that happened last week, we are in a very good place right now.
Very good.
That's good.
Thank you. Okay, agenda item 8. Dr. Redmond, you have any reports for us?
We have a report from Dr. Gresham, who's just going to stay up at the podium tonight. He will be presenting on our evaluation process. And this will be our only report this evening.
As is my custom this time of year every year, I'm going to be presenting on our certified staff evaluation plan. Maybe, there we go. This is something that we do every year for all certified staff employees. There are several groups that are considered certified staff in our teaching staff. There we go. Here we have a list of all the evaluation rubric types which cover our certified staff. And as has been the case in the past, the ones with the asterisks are the ones that have been revised since I got into this position 7 years ago. So we've done some work at trying to improve and revise the evaluation tools that we use in certain categories. And I have in red this year and bold teachers. Dr. Redmond started an initiative last year to revise our teacher evaluation tool and did a lot of work, made a lot of progress on that as has been reported to the board in various work sessions, and will be piloted in 4 of our schools this year. Those schools are Elberfeld and John H. Castle Elementary, Boonville Middle School, and Boonville High School. So we may have one with asterisks beside it next year, depending on how the pilot goes. Some of the information about our rating categories. As you see, all of our teachers are given either the highly effective, effective improvement necessary, or ineffective rating. And this past year, approximately 89% of our teachers were in the highly effective category, with approximately 11% in the effective category. We do discuss the evaluation, all of the instruments with WCTA as necessary. Of course, we have ongoing conversations with them at our weekly or our monthly DCT, District Collaboration Team, that we have at the central office. So there's always things that we talk about, and this, of course, is one of the topics. Something about the timelines. Bullet point 2 there talks about the remediation plans or employee improvement plans. That is obviously a last resort, and I'm always involved. We go through many steps to try to have to keep employees from getting onto remediation plans. We, of course, will meet and just talk about general improvements. Sometimes we go to a support plan before we go to a remediation plan, but there are always lots of steps. I'm always really involved if that's ever necessary. This is something that I mention every year, and fortunately, it's not something that we have to deal with very often in Warwick County. This talks about the number of observations. Of course, this could be changing with our pilot group, but as is for most of our teachers this year, these are the observations. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, almost 90% of our teachers are in the highly effective category. And these are the guidelines that we use in Warwick County. And then new teachers, of course, anybody who's brand new to the corporation, whether they're a veteran or whether they're brand new out of college, we're gonna make sure we get eyes on them 4 times, and usually once in the first 2 weeks, another time within the next month, just to make sure that coming into Warwick County, we see what we want to see. Do you have any questions about our evaluation plan?
What is WARE?
Where, it's a rubric, Warwick Assessments,
Remediation?
rubric, evaluation, it was around before I was, I know that. Dr.
Okay.
Lambert had a lot to do with that.
2011,
It is a committee that, basically their goal is the evaluation instrument.
Yeah.
Talk about the evaluation instrument and changes and modifications. It's the group that I worked with, especially with the special ed teachers. When we revised a special ed teacher, I asked the president at the time for WCTA committee members for the WARE committee to meet with us to go over that.
Back
Dr.
in
Gresham?
2000.
We did that instead
Yeah,
of
back in,
RISE.
sorry. Yes, I was gonna point that out,
The,
yes.
the state of Indiana, the idea we told us we had to use RISE, or we had to have an approved evaluation tool. And so where is the Warren County?
Version of
Version
RISE.
of RISE.
Yes, there were some
Thank
just
you. Yes,
things, tweaks and things,
yes.
changes made to it, but it's very similar to the state model.
Mr. Wagner?
Yeah, question. Did you say we have 89% this past evaluation, 89% was highly effective
Yes, sir.
and the remainder was effective?
Rounded off, roughly 89% and 11%, yes, sir.
So does that mean we had nobody that was lower than that? Or just very, very few?
We had none in a reportable category,
Okay.
so
What
very,
would
very,
your-
very, very few would be a correct answer.
I think that's outstanding.
It is.
But what would be your reaction for a layperson, maybe like myself, like, how is that possible? You're telling me there's nobody that needs improvement? Are we just that, I mean, I'm not trying to make light of it, are we just that good? Are people that good? Are we training up that much? That's,
If people need improvement, we are very intentional and intense in our interventions to improve them
prior to an evaluation or along with? or-
along the way.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
And just something else to keep in mind, these are the rating categories on the formal evaluation.
Right,
You
yeah.
guys hear us talk all the time about even if a person falls into the highly effective
Yeah.
formal evaluation or the effective formal evaluation, we are constantly coaching up and finding areas where they do need growth,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
even though they are scoring at that level.
Okay.
So
What
that,
triggers the remediation plan?
and then.
There are
speak to
many,
that,
there are
yes.
multiple things that could do it. It could be classroom behavior.
Okay.
Or the way they present the material, student engagement, the questioning techniques. There are a lot of different things that principals and Mr. Fisher's department coach teachers up on, depending on where they may have, deficiencies or minor tweaks that are needed to improve their instruction.
So having a remediation plan could be happening all the time, and we're still getting effective and highly effective. Right?
Well, a formal remediation plan,
Wait, I'm gonna
if
let
we
him
get, if we
answer
get
that
all the way to a
without-
formal remediation plan, then our previous efforts at improvement have not shown the fruit that we would desire.
Okay.
If we have to get all the way. A formal improvement plan, that's kind of like, we've done everything else that we can, and this is our last ditch effort to try to coach you up to keep you here.
Yeah.
And keep working with our
I
students.
just trying to, not that we would, okay, but watch it out for the rubber stamp, right? We want to keep people at a high level all the time. It just surprises me that we don't have 2 or 3% that need improvement, which is amazing. Maybe we're just doing that well, and our people are that great.
And just remember.
I need you guys to come and manage my business.
Yeah, no, and just remember getting the rating for effective or highly effective. Well, first of all, we do have outstanding teachers.
We-
I
I
just
know,
want
we
to
do.
say that
Yeah.
because our teachers work very, very hard to be excellent at their craft.
Yeah.
But remember that within that overall rating, there are several different competencies
Yeah.
where relevant principals may say, this particular teacher could use some improvement in this small area.
Gotcha.
So that is constantly happening,
Okay.
even though the overall rating. And we do have that small percentage that sometimes falls into that formal evaluation,
Yeah.
formal remediation based on their overall score
Gotcha.
for the formal evaluation.
There-
That summative score.
that-
Yeah.
But we're always, just like students have a summative assessment, and then they
Yeah.
have what we call formative assessments, through the coaching over the year and through the observations throughout the year, think of that kind of like a little benchmark
Yeah.
assessment, if you will, for the teachers. They're getting feedback, and so they can get better before another observation occurs.
Yeah.
And then all of those things together and some other pieces outside of the observations are calculated into the summative
Yeah.
evaluation. So what Dr. Gresham reported was the summative.
Gotcha.
Okay, yes, Mr. Baker.
Well, and I was a very good teacher for 43 years, so I've been through this process. Effective means they're achieving their goals, in my thing. Highly effective means they do it really well. It doesn't mean they're perfect, excellent.
Correct.
It means improvement,
Yeah.
but they're
Correct.
accomplishing what we want to accomplish.
Yeah.
But back to what she said, that we all know, there's never any workshops, in-services and things that keep toning up. We do amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
our scores for our kids on reading and improvement are very good, but we also know that we always can do better.
And I think with the pilot that we're conducting next school year, we've worked on creating a tool that is very heavily focused on growth. So, and we're not matching the exact same language for the categories. And so I'll be excited once we get the pilot going to share some of that with you so you can see what that might look like moving forward if we
Yeah.
find the pilot to be successful.
Right.
It's very heavily, created heavily toward growth, no matter where you fall. So there will be some action steps, not in a negative way, action
Yeah.
steps, based on what the principal has seen. An opportunity for teachers to say, I would like to get better at this part of my job, and
Yeah.
be able to focus kind of intentionally in those different areas. So,
Very good.
Dr. Gresham, off the top of your head, have the percentages gone up? Do they kind of stay the same?
good question.
I think they've gone up just a little bit. Off the top of my head, I'm just guessing, I think they've gone up just a little bit. I think we probably were in the 85% range, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and now we're in the 89% range.
Very good.
Mr. Armstrong might have a comment? No?
I tracked that for a number of years, because I used to keep track of the percentage where we had to separate tag with 25% differential.
Yeah.
We've gone up over the last 7 or 8 years, probably 15, 18%.
Whoa.
Excellent, thank you. Good news. Anything else?
I don't have any other reports, just wanted to give all of the actors and actresses and crew members and everyone involved with the summer musical Anything Goes, wanted to give them a big shout out. I was out of town during the actual presentations on the 4 nights that they actually had the play, so I was able to go watch during a Tuesday evening prior to the opening night dress rehearsal, and they were phenomenal, and the set was amazing, and they just did a great job. So I just wanted to shout out to all of those young men and women who were involved with that. And then also just wanted to let the board know, we've been trying to get our spring state competitors to a board meeting. And we've been trying, so I know we have some coming to the next board meeting. We may have a group that has to wait to the start of the school year. It's just hard getting everybody's schedules to work out in the summer. So we haven't forgotten them. We're just trying to find a good night for everyone.
Makes sense.
That's all I have.
Do we have any other board
So
business?
just, an update, where are we at with school bus contract negotiations? Do we have a schedule yet as to how that is gonna progress?
We'll, before the end of this calendar year, we'll get together with them, begin, the contracts will be for the 2017 school year.
Okay, but you'll work with it this year and start.
Yes, the goal was that transportation director would be in a position that they could do it without me. But we got another, this time around, the last 3 times it's been a different transportation director. So they have to wait until I'm finished, with the teachers and the rest of the school corporation settlements and things, and then we'll start focusing on that.
Todd, do you, I think we posted Willow Pond, right? When does that close?
Come up here. Yep.
The bidding begins tomorrow, July 14th.
Okay.
Closes on July 21st at 6 PM. The auctioneer sent me a text message this morning and said that he has been getting some really good interest. And I think he was going to be on the news doing a little bit of marketing as well for the sale of the property.
The end date again was July 21st.
Yes,
Yes.
that's correct.
And that's when I'll have something set up here.
That's correct.
We'll be here July 21st, there's gonna be a kiosk. That way, if someone wasn't comfortable doing their bids, wanting to make sure they were doing the correct process and stuff, they could be here and do it and make their bid while they're sitting here.
Todd, is our WEC building on track still?
Yes, it is on track. The plan is before the end of the week to begin moving things into the classrooms. There are parts of the building that won't punch out until probably the 20th or 29th, but the bulk of the building is ready now. I mean, by the end of this week, we're gonna be filling classrooms with furniture and starting to do things like that. So we're not on schedule, we're actually 2 weeks behind, but we had set the substantial completion as July 15th, which is this Wednesday. And so they're not gonna hit that with substantial completion there, but it's gonna be real close. I know when you drive by, you're debating that when you see the building, but when you go inside, you can see that the work on the inside is nearly complete. It was a roofing issue that slowed the process a little bit.
Thank you, Todd.
Is the Centerpoint trucks, any, discussion with them once school kids are there on that traffic of them in and out and parking there?
Well, they're parking within their easement,
Right,
so we're not gonna fight them over their rights, but we're gonna have a conversation to kind of come to some agreement, what the expectations are, what our wishes are. We haven't
Sure.
had that yet, though.
Okay, meeting.
One more thing, on Thursday and Friday, Dr. Lambert and I are going to Alice active shooter training. So,
Very good.
Very good.
Next construction committee meeting is the 11th at 7:30, correct? Of August. I'm sorry, August, yes.
Okay, student growth and learning. Mr. Fisher, would you help me with that date, please?
Yeah, it's this Thursday, July 16th.
16. At 7:30 at the,
We changed it to 8 a.m.
okay. Thank you for helping me.
And
It's
I'll
8
be-
a.m.
I won't be there because I'll be in this training.
Okay.
Is there, this might be completely unneeded, but if the 21st meeting is happening, or sorry, the end of the auction, I think some board members thought they might come and just see how it's going, because it can happen here. Is there a need to have an executive meeting right after that to help things move along, or no?
No, because just because it closes at 6 p.m. doesn't necessarily mean it'll be closed.
Yeah.
There'll be processes going on.
Okay,
So there's nothing to do yet that time.
okay,
In fact, he said it could be another 24 hours.
gotcha.
Mr. Armstrong, what are the terms of payment for an online auction?
Cash.
Yeah, cash to Mr. Armstrong,
Like,
then the next day.
within that 24 hours, or?
No, there'll be a deposit and then they'll make a full transaction, within, I think it was, for some reason, I think it was 72 hours.
Okay.
We didn't know the time.
Exciting.
Personnel is August 10th at 6:15 in this building.
And we messed around with the date for the next policy meeting, and I need help with that one also.
I think was to be determined. We haven't set a date in August yet.
I'm in July. Did we decide for?
No, we're not
having one?
meeting in July.
Then we'll report on that at the next meeting. Thank you.
We have a work session on July 27th at 5:30 here at Central Services, followed by our regular board meeting at 7 p.m. I think that's it.
That's it.
That's it, okay. We're dismissed. Thank you, everyone.